Yeah, hello. Um, I want to talk about sports. Sports these days is becoming so much um vital, so much vital to the life that life was given to sports life. Names come across such as Bronx, and then game, Pokemon, Ash, the gamer, um, person name called Game, whether a nickname or a name, real name, 3H, Triple H. What are we putting ourselves into? Everything is not a war. The world is not at war. It's not a combat field. It's not a place that people should die. Humans should die. Animals should die. The world is at peace. The world is peace. The world is at peace when there's goodness done to the world, when it's peace. When the airplane fly high, nobody knows the magic or anything about that. Nobody. It is as it is. And it's beautiful the way it is. Honestly, Mars and Jupiter and Saturn and Venus and Pluto and a zodiac sign, I've seen it all. I've seen the images and posters. Some people, I captured the image. I wouldn't. You may think I'm not a doctor. I study a lot. You may think I'm not something. I'm somebody. I'm someone. Someone that you would not understand. In the Holy Bible, most of the little kids that was born throughout their generations, they would be talking about Genesis, the first. For example, there was light, firmament base, and so on. The more you read that, in my opinion, in my rightful to say, it's completely okay. But what that brings more is more trees, of course. More trees, of course, that would mean burning more. Burning more. I just want to say that there isn't no dinosaurs these days as it was those days. Just by watching Jurassic Park or Little Bigfoot, the cartoon. It's amazing. It's alluring. It's channel luring. Channel, you know. It's scary, but to say that some people say that Islam, that the Holy Quran is the most complete book, and it is. It is. It is. But authors like myself, you may think I'm not an author, but my songs speak for itself. It's all my words. So my songs are my words. It's the food that I eat, the drink that I drink, water, Pepsi, Coke, Coca-Cola, 3, 4, 5 different kinds of Coca-Cola, different names, different cans, colors. I use that to not be dehydrated. I use the food as nutritious for my body to be to be nurtured as a nourishment. Makes sense? Everything makes sense. Sometimes, when you wake up, you see the light. And you feel and you think like, is that crow gonna do a murmur or a crow sign? Or a crow, like a cuckoo, and then you think, was that Macbeth just about to die? Or was that a sign to be understanding that you're awake? Just to be either get scared or either understand that it's a new day that I have awoken to. So, there's signs everywhere. Road signs. There's signs everywhere. Signs are everywhere. I'm not saying signs. Science. I do understand that so much has been happening in competition. Why jealousy? And it's okay. Some people thinking I'm better than them, or they're better than me, or I'm worse than them, or this. Well, my words speak for itself. So the world is at once at peace. Excuse me. So, sports is good. Sports is good. Sports is really good. It's really bad. It's really amazing. It's really difficult. It's really hard. It's extremely hard. Once you leave sports, you might be known to be a legend when you're remembered. So, let's just say sports was sports. I mean, I'm supposed to be doing this and talking about sports, doctor, sex, amazing, president. Everything I just said makes sense. So, sports nowadays isn't rich. Isn't rich. It isn't poor. It's extremely rich for the sports people that are playing and doing sports such as football. People go out to such as Colosseum, whereas the Italy, the Italians, where they have the Colosseum. They look at the Colosseum and they remember from the past where there were battles. And nowadays, as you go to the Colosseum, as many years ago as I have been there, as well as the Vatican, that it has to be a proper brutal battle or something. No, it shouldn't be like that. I mean, it's funny with football. I mean, can you imagine? It's just 11 on one side and 11 on the other side, and they're all running like after one ball. They're getting crazy after one ball. That's how little kids used to play. It's a very fun sport. I do like watching it, and it's really amazing. For the grown-ups, it's really amazing that they always have a laugh, but I still like enjoying it. Um, Honestly, yeah. So now about something called Doctor. Well, the Genesis talks about fruits and soil. Amazing. Um, the more fruits you have, um, the more better you will be. Because some doctors say a fruit a day, five different type of fruits or vegetables a day is a healthy option. Well, if fruit is made from soil and a seed, the soil, obviously in the soil, that's where you would put the seed. And if the soil is burning, you see, if it's burning, whether you put a disposable barbecue on a grass, which is okay, or cheeky or not allowed. That's a rule of the law. The law of the community or the borough of it would say. So when you burn the plant or the grass, it burns obviously, and the smoke when it gets into your nose or you breathe it, it's okay, isn't it? Because you're happy while you're eating your sausage or your mince or your beef or any kind of meat or the fish. Honestly, to me that's a worry. But I wouldn't think about the worry at that point because I'm so excited to be barbecuing the meat to eat. I mean, the whole world is against smoking tobacco, cigarette, and all sorts of things like that. But honestly, people do it because they're alone or they're so stuck to it because of the shops, corner shops, that they have been put in place because they used to smoke. They used to smoke because they were in that sort of damaging assembly or a damaging, irrational, idiotic behaviors by other peers of theirs. So no one should be upset. No one should be upset. No one should be upset. Who controls the world? Nobody. Who controls space? Nobody. So, you know, freedom is good. Freedom for the people, everybody. Freedom is good. No one should put a package of a cigarette and write it down as a negative to dismiss another one from standing on ground or sitting on chair or on sofa or anything. The population of the world as now isn't as it was before. It's different. Every day it changes because new babies are born and the development goes on, and then it produces and then it decreases. So it's like in and out. You go out of the door, you come back from the door. My way of life has always been like that. I mean, I walk straight from one direction, and somebody else does a different thing. They walk from one side of the road and they go back exactly the same road, not the opposite, not the right, not the left. For example, I'm walking straight, I turn around, come back straight. I follow that rule. So, buddies, behaving well to a doctor is good. But if you cannot behave well to a doctor, because they are so keen and they are so mean. They're so keen and they're so mean to tell them that they know what they're doing. Even myself, you would say, this man thinks he's so big, or he is so damaging himself by doing this. So let me teach him a lesson. No, it's okay. You need to teach me a lesson. It's okay. If you don't want to watch this, it's okay. Maybe one day I'll watch it myself. Yeah? But I still respect. People want to comment and put likes or dislikes. It's okay. So yeah. Like I was saying, doctor stuff. I've said doctor stuff about this. The doctor for people's knowledge, people to know, for people to understand. If you don't understand, keep listening to it. Keep listening to it. You can write it down. You can jot it down in a piece of paper. You can support my income. You can finalize a deal with someone else after teaching them and then supporting my income again. You can do a lot of things like that. Then I would agree for you to write it down. The things that I don't like is maybe I've done it myself, so I would like to be reminded, such as something that someone has said before, naming 50 Cent Curtis Jackson. Sleeping is the cousin of death. Do you understand how many people he has mentally fucked up? Sorry. Do you know how many people he has messed up? 50 Cent, Curtis Jackson. And another person, Tupac Shakur. He goes, we multiply. So we multiply. That was hold on. Curtis Jackson. Tupac Shakur. They were humans as well. They wanted to do something for their race, or for their Africa, or for their America, or wherever they were, And they should. I won't say nothing. I won't say nothing about what they should do or not do, but I don't agree with that so long ago to be this time for them to be still with something like this. Honestly, that's good. That's good. I think Tupac Shakur needs a doctor. 50 Cent needs a doctor if he still wants to rap. If not, he should just completely erase that word. And I've done it myself. I've erased one or two of the albums of a track or another track. Excuse me. And yeah, sometimes it sticks with you because when you sleep, it sticks with you. Sometimes you dream about it. Sometimes you play that song before you sleep and it stays with you. Or sometimes someone is keep on playing that song for you. So many ways. Anyway, respect to Tupac Shakur and Carter Jackson, 50 Cent. And great songs as well they have. Yeah. So if it's a sport, um, so sport is a sport. The other thing I wanted to talk about is why does the people come to town and they don't say much? And I don't understand why people say like a doctor cannot prescribe someone to give them something like an antidote. Come on, people. There's no doctors that can do anything. Doctors just want to make money because they know something that others don't. Some doctors go to labor and they bring them a maid wife. They bring them a maid wife and they say, "You take out the baby because I'm a doctor. I don't want to see that one. I don't want to see the female's vagina." Some doctors have so seen it. They don't mind. They will do it. Some women, mostly these days, are the ones that take out the baby when the mother is in labor. You know, some in a thing in an operation. Look how many people are there. I swear to God, honestly, I really adore and respect the work they do. I swear, because they bring people from like my surgery that I had when I was young. I had it on my toes. On my toes, I had two ingrown toenails, and one time I got my nose was broken over here and over here. Yeah, you people. So yeah, it's really amazing what doctors do. But then again, I've done something to my thumb. I'll show you. It was here. It's complete red, complete, and I nearly hit the bone of it. That's how deep it went in. What did I do? I didn't call a doctor. I didn't seek help at the point when it was done. I just didn't start laughing. And I'm like, what? I don't know why I did it. It was like the force of God or someone. Yeah, the force. So, and I heard say it. I heard it. And it was me that decided to do it. I did it because I was angry. So, I went to, first thing I did, I covered it up with, a bit of cottonly, plastic, plaster. I covered it up and I washed it, put cold water on it, put my, thumb towards the water, and I stopped the blood from coming out. I quickly dressed it, and then I called the ambulance, went to the ambulance. Once they were here, sat, had a conversation, they listened to my music, we had a conversation. They were very nice to me, I was very nice to them, got along, they were professional. The lady was very professional, very big and lady. She was professional, and it was good. And then they took me to the A&E, and I had to come back because there was nothing going on in the A&E. They said 9 hours wait. So I'm thinking like, okay, I addressed it. They saw me in the ambulance. When the ambulance arrived, I had to make the call. The person that was here with me, she didn't do nothing because they multiply. Um, mm, and 9 hours wait, and they they couldn't do nothing because I've done everything myself. So I came back on the bus back to Morden. Morden is everywhere. Every location have a Morden. Every location have an England. But yeah, I live in the United Kingdom, England. Yeah. I don't understand the need. I don't understand. Sometimes I don't understand the need of someone else doing something for you. You know, on some certain things, there's always good to have someone else do something for you. Like for me, I need someone to clean my room. I need someone to do my washing up, my dishwashing, all these things. I'm like an old school classical man, as well as educated person and this and that. Um, yeah. So yeah, talking about sex. No, you can nowadays. It's all about sex. It should be about sex. It should be about going outside in the public, in socializing with great young females and young males, getting together. And I have said to few and several other few that um, like don't be so stick, like a magnet to a stick, like a stick to a stick and a magnet to a magnet. They will never come apart, depart. So once the iron brew runs out, once the body taste of that chewing gum, that when it departs from your mouth and you just throw it down and it sticks to the ground, that's not good. Like buying one love bird and you put it in a cage and it's so loud, but you're the other one, the owner, like one dog and the man, best friend, because you're so lonely, you have nobody. And when the dog dies, or you'll be depressed or upset or something like that, and you don't understand what's happening, and then eventually buy another dog. And next time you get it right. Next time you get it right. So hey, how about this? You fall in love. You say to the girl, to the lady, that I'm the man, that's the lady. Or the lady would say to the man, boy, girl, teen, between teens. They should just say like, first kiss. Let's not damage each other. Let's not hurt each other. Let's not hurt each other. Let's not damage each other. Let's be fair to each other. If I hurt you one day, you shouldn't get hurt. All this sort of talking and therapy is vital for people knowing how to be so more stronger with themselves and body wise, mentally wise, body wise, accepting not upsetting yourself. So not to be delicate, not to be sentimentally sensitive to one another, or to be very sensitive, you know. Yeah, so sometimes people say that he has to say this to me and I have to say that to that person. Honestly, again, sometimes when you're having sex, just say to the person, say, look, my name is not Sex Machine. My name is not the one that will always do it for you. I will always lick it for you, or I will always, for the woman that will always give you a blowjob with this. That's not right. That's not the right way. The right way is just to understand that you have a favor for a favor. You know, you have a favor for a favor, and if you have no other favor for another favor, then please don't dismiss me. But if you dismiss me on good terms, so I find love again and you find love again. Simple. Yeah, presidents these days, they have a lot of attitude. They have a lot of attitude, They have a lot of attitude, as you would understand, gratitude. Attitude and gratitude. Latitude and fly above attitude. They have a lot of attitude. A lot of attitude, It's not amazing. It's not sexy. A lot of doctors everywhere. For what? For sports? For sports? For sports? It's not sports. It's war. So yeah, once again, it was A.S.I. once again writing me.